It's time for learning with fun facts about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. for kids. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Baptist minister, activist, humanitarian, and also known for being the leader of the African American civil rights movement. Dr. Martin Luther King was born in Atlanta, Georgia on January 15th in 1929. Now, the world knows him today as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., but his name wasn't always Martin. He was actually born and given the name Michael by his father. But that all changed during a trip to Germany, where the theologian Martin Luther impressed Dr. Martin Luther King's father so much that he changed his name and his son's name too. Now, when it came to education, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was very smart. That's right, when he was a kid, he literally skipped 2 grades, the 9th and the 11th, to enter Morehouse College at the young age of 15 in 1944. Later on, Dr. King entered Boston University. There, he completed his schoolwork in 1953, earning a doctorate in systematic theology 2 years later. Also, while he was there, he met his love, Coretta Scott. That's right, Coretta Scott was a young singer from Alabama who was studying at the New England Conservatory of Music. They later got married in 1953. Not long thereafter, he got involved in the civil rights movement, taking part in the Montgomery bus boycott after Rosa Parks had been arrested for not going to the back of the bus after the bus driver told her she couldn't sit at the front. Of course, many know Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. from taking part in the March on Washington on August 28, 1963, where his world-famous I Have a Dream speech set a fire to the civil rights movement that can still be echoed today of people wanting freedom and wanting to be treated equally. From there, his name only grew, and in 1964, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. Sadly, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s life was cut short, being assassinated on April 4, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, while standing on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel. Although the nation was sad, the voice of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would still ring loud today. The hard work that he did during the civil rights movement would soon be listened to, and that's when the Civil Rights Act was passed by Congress. And although many celebrated his birthday around the country in multiple cities, at the White House Rose Garden on November 2, 1983, President Ronald Reagan signed a bill creating a federal holiday to honor Dr. King's works. And those were fun facts about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.